Okay, you're recording.
We're ready to get going. You guys ready?
Ready?
Awesome. Good morning. You said it's Micah, yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yep, so we're gonna get started. Hey, good morning, ladies.
Hi.
Come on in. We're
We
just
thought you were
getting
teaching
started.
Tomorrow.
Huh?
We thought you were teaching tomorrow. I mean, Tuesday.
I am.
Oh.
You guys have me for the next 3 classes. Yeah. You're gonna get your fill of me. That is for sure. All right, so today we're doing price to sell with your CMA, the competitive skill of pricing. I love this part of our business. All right, so today's expectations. So we're gonna study market fundamentals to discover the top pricing strategies for pricing any property. We're gonna learn to prepare a CMA, we call it in the business, but we wanna make sure we call it a comparative market analysis for our clients, because remember, they don't know our acronyms, right? So we wanna use the full term that will easily support your pricing methodology. Number 3, we're gonna learn pricing, presentation scripts, and pricing objection handlers that will benefit both you and your potential clients. And number 4, we're gonna discover standards and techniques to deliver a great CMA and your price recommendation. All right, you guys ready to do all that?
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, that's all I'm gonna read, because you guys are gonna read the whole rest of it. Yes, Micah.
I just want to, this is my first Ignite class.
Oh,
I haven't
excellent.
been to the other Ignite
Okay.
classes, yeah, just got back on island, so if
Perfect.
there's anything I'm missing, just.
Yeah, so we actually recorded, we're starting to record the Ignite classes, so we have class 4, we have the full set of recordings, so on a break, come to me and I'll take your email and I'll email you that.
Okay, sweet.
And you can watch all the videos from class 4, which was the last class. And then the first 3, I'm not sure if they got the videos on those or not. But yeah, so you might be a little bit confused, but each one is a good module by itself, so
Okay.
you'll learn. And feel free to ask lots of questions, because that's how we learn, is to do well on lots of questions. All right, guys, so first we're doing the action reveal. Did you guys do your homework? You did not do your homework?
Watch the video.
Did you watch the video?
I didn't watch the video.
Did you watch the video? You didn't know. Were you here at last class? No, you weren't here for last class. Okay, so we don't have the whole 24 minutes to watch the video, or 29. I'm gonna play you about a minute to entice you to then go back and watch the video. And you can find these under the Ignite. Did they show you in the beginning of class how to get to that? I know you 2 gentlemen probably didn't, because you weren't here for session 1, but ladies, did they show you how to get to your homework? You know how to find it online, yes?
You know, I was out of it.
Okay.
Just smashed my finger.
So that was the first session, so let me show you, because this is an important piece.
Yeah.
All right, so we all know how to get to the MyKW, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go into the MyKW and you go into education. Let me go to the main page. Okay, so we go into the education piece. And the way you know you're at the MyKW is either it's gonna say here, let me show you. It's the mykw.kw.com, and see my face, top left?
Yeah.
That's how you know you're in the right place. For those of you that don't have your faces in there yet, it'll just be a big red KW in there. So that's how you know you're in the right place. It logged me in because I'm already signed in on the computer. And then you go to education and Ignite.
Okay.
And you're going to go to, I believe it's course info. Yeah, course info, student resources. Who wrote that down? You did? Everybody write that down. Will you read it to us for us, Deborah?
Just what I wrote down?
Mm-hmm.
You go into mykw.kw.com, and if it pops up with your little face, it's right. Education, Ignite, course info, and student resources.
Exactly. So look, now I have each one of my power sessions. So I'm going to pull up 5, power session 5, because that's what we're looking at. So you're going to pull up the session that you have. And see, these are, what you have in your notebooks is just an image, like a screenshot of this, but all I have to do is push play, this little arrow. You guys can see that, yeah? And that's my homework.
That's good to know.
And
I
it's
can't
gonna
read
pull
these
it
little things.
right up. Okay? Only I'm actually already here and at the point I want to play you guys. Where is it? There it is. So I'm gonna play you like 1 minute just to entice you because I love this video.
So this might be the time that we try to stay tight to this only because it's really cool. But I'm going to ask you these questions, we'll go through them. So what are the 4 factors of sell properties?
So when I meet with a seller, I go through the 4 major factors, which summarizes my presentation, and that's
Okay.
where we start.
Okay.
And I tell them extremely that, these are in order, by the way, but that's okay.
Yeah.
There are 4 factors that sell your home: location,
Okay.
location, we all know that, marketing, pricing, and presentation.
Okay.
Okay? There's 2 of those factors we cannot change, no matter what.
Okay.
The 2 factors we cannot change is location, it is what it is, and pricing. Because the pricing is created by the market. You don't control it, I don't control it. And later we'll study that,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
The 2 factors we can change are presentation and marketing, and we do a very good job of that.
Gotcha. Now, is staging, presentation?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely. So when we go through the 4 factors, that kind of summarizes where we're going for the rest of the presentation.
Okay.
Okay.
And how do people react to that?
Very positive. I've never had anybody that go, okay, and go into it. Right? There's no argument. There's no, now when we get.
Okay, so let's just stay on this for a second.
Okay.
That's all you get. You gotta watch the rest. Did that surprise you?
Did she say pricing wasn't changeable?
Yeah.
That's part that surprised me, yes.
Yeah. And would you have ever thought of saying it that way?
No,
And is it true?
to some degree.
Are you buying the house?
You mean if I was buying the house?
No, I'm
Am I
saying,
buying-
are you
No,
buying?
the buyer
You're not
says
buying
the
the house,
house.
therefore you
Yes.
have, you,
No control.
we have no control, it's the market. The
We
market
do
is
have some influence and,
in what they price,
Yes,
but in what they sell for,
right.
you really don't. So the
Buyer
actual
says the
price they get when the property is sold. I mean, we're making educated guesses here because we study the market, right? And we're helping guide our clients. Does that make sense? But the reality is, the market sets the price. We gotta take that. We don't set the price. Does that make sense? It's pretty powerful, right? I thought that part was worth looking at. I recommend you go and watch the rest of the video. It's pretty awesome. All right. Okay, so let me make sure does my clicker work today? Let's see. That was not a good sign.
Looking on your computer to see if your pictures.
Okay, that doesn't always work. All right, let's see where we're at. Okay, we were there. So I'll get that where it needs to be if it's not there, because this does not seem to be working, but we're not gonna spend time on that. All right, guys, so, you know, part of your homework for those of you, so Micah, you weren't in class, so our daily 10-4, does that ring a bell at all when I say the words 10-4 to you?
Somewhat.
Okay, do you remember what those are?
No.
Okay, anybody else know what the 10-4 activities are?
Add 10 contacts, make 10 connections, write 10 notes, and preview 10 homes.
Yes, so write 10 notes, make 10 connections, add 10 people to your database, and preview 10 homes. All of those are daily except for the previewing 10 homes, or you have nothing else on your schedule but previewing homes. So the 10 homes to preview is a week, right? So it's 4 activities, 10 per activity, and it's a weekly. So how are we doing on our daily 10-4s? Share with me, for those of you that are doing.
We previewed a house yesterday.
Nice. How many has that been this week?
1.
But we have done a lot online, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't there some gray area that you did on the MLS.
Yeah, I mean, if you know, here's the thing, you don't have to necessarily always go out and see 10 properties.
Right.
As long as you're spending some time really studying one in the MLS, you know, but here's the thing, not just, oh, that's for sale, next, oh, that's for sale, right? Like looking through the pictures, looking through the area, maybe even checking the comps. Yeah,
And we did
agreed.
10 houses we did on
Yeah.
the other day, trying to work up a presentation.
Oh, very good, very nice, excellent, well done. Okay, so moving on. All right, what's next? What's next? Do you guys know?
Lead generation.
Lead generation for business. So this class is definitely all about not just sitting here and having me talk to you, but actually doing activity, right? So who's excited about making phone calls? I'm totally excited because I'm gonna get through my E's this week while you guys are making calls. I'm so jazzed. I'm gonna be making calls too. All right, so here's the bottom line. In this business, we really do have to ask people if they know anybody who's looking to buy or sell, don't we? Yeah, right? So contacting people is a part of what we do. So you guys have some, let's see, which scripts are we using? So we're doing the 1 through 3 power session scripts. So go back, let's review them really quick. So session 1, let's look at the script from session 1. So that's gonna be, when we give you scripts to use, I know, I think that we can give you later. Let's go to 2 and see what we got. All right. All right, remind them you're in real estate, new to real estate. We're on page 11 in number 2, in session 2. Has anybody been using this script? Did you guys even know this script was here? Okay. Is everybody there? So we're in session 2, page 11. It's sideways. Everybody there? All right, so we're gonna read through this together. So all of us are new to real estate, yes?
Yes.
We don't have anybody who's returning after another career, another real estate career? Okay, so we're gonna read it together. We're gonna read the new to real estate career together. All right, and go. Hello, this is, say your name.
This is Terry.
Do you have a moment? We're reading together. Class participation. I'd like to share the exciting news that I've become a real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty. With this new partnership, I have all their knowledge working for me. Plus, my clients get all my enthusiasm and hard work. I thought about sharing this with you because I knew you would be someone to help me grow my business. Nice. What do you guys think of that?
I think the thought of what she's saying, the bullet points are right on,
Yep. And there's more to that statement.
and the way it sounds so canned is really difficult for me. I have to rewrite every one, and I have started rewriting.
Right. And you're welcome to rewrite scripts, and here's the thing, it's generally getting out the premise of it, and scripts are very interesting, because one of the things that we don't realize is that all of us have a specific personality type, right? And because we have a specific personality type, we have a way of speaking, and sometimes we don't actually speak in a way that the other personality types are picking up, or they're feeling confident and comfortable with what we have to say. So when we do scripts, believe it or not, we're actually speaking to all those different personality types, which is really nice. So feel free, adjust it if it's out what you gotta do to make it work, but we definitely wanna do it. So we're gonna move on to the rest of the script. So basically that was the first part because we're new to real estate, and then we're gonna move on to the rest of the script. We're all gonna read together, and we're all gonna read it loud together, all right? You guys be like, the louder we are, the more people will say yes. Do you have a question?
I need a binder.
Oh, you don't have a binder?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
here,
need a binder.
just use
Sorry about that.
mine. Yeah. Oh, I don't have two of yours.
Where can I get one?
You, Cheryl
have
can
mine.
probably, I'm like, I'll give mine away. Here, take that. Thanks for letting me know that. Miss
No,
Cheryl?
It's online, I can read it. Can read it.
Where'd you folks get
I know,
your-
it's really small for me too.
Where'd you folks get your binder?
They gave it to us in here.
Oh, the first class?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, she's gonna look into that for you.
Okay, I'm gonna let him read mine, because I've got a computer I can look at.
Is this?
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it on the computer? I can pull it up on my computer.
Oh, you can?
No, that's not in here.
That's
It's
just for
not?
finding.
I don't think so.
It's in session 2, it should be, no?
Yeah, I don't know if the paperwork's in session 2, because I think you have to come to class to get the paperwork. But you know what, I'll do, here, give him that one. And you girls, like, help, because we're gonna read together.
I'm like,
Is that all right? Can I do that? And you guys share? Can we do
I
that?
can read that at all.
Until Cheryl,
it's small for us.
until she it's really small, that's smaller than mine.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
can't-
I've got
Mine's,
reading
look
glasses
at,
on, I
mine's
can
not
barely
that
read it.
size. Mine's
Oh,
normal
well,
size.
that's nice. All of ours are this size. They're
Yeah.
so
That's
small that
so
you can't read
weird.
them.
Okay,
And they're printed light too. so-
I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so we're gonna start with the rest of the script. So, ready? All together now. First, I'd like to share my real estate app with you. You can see what's going on anywhere, from your street to any place in North America. It's free, there's no cost to you. I can send you a text so you can link to it. Does that sound good?
Good?
Pause and wait for their answer when you ask the question. And I'd like to ask, who might you know from work, your neighborhood, or a group you belong to who's interested in buying or selling a home or investing in real estate? Can you think of anyone right now? Give them a moment. Thanks for taking a moment to think about it. Now, what if they say yes?
You say, great.
You try to think that
What's
you.
their name and number? I'd love to reach out to them and give them my app.
Yes. And if they say, so we're gonna role play this a little bit, because I love that. Number one, don't go, yes, cool, thanks. Play it cool, you guys, you got this, you're a pro. So they say, yes, actually I do. And you say, go ahead and play it.
Great. What's their name and phone number? I'd love to call them and send them my app.
I love it. Okay, so then the options is I'm either gonna give her the information or I'm gonna say, well, let me reach out to them and give them your information. Then what do you do?
If you could share the app with them, that would be awesome. Let me send it to you right now.
But they can't.
Why
I
can't
asked
Yes.
that. They can't share. I
Yes.
asked that specifically.
Anyone can share the app.
Yeah, they can share the app.
Oh,
The app is always shareable.
oh, I
Yeah,
asked
yeah.
that specifically. in
Here's
the
what I would recommend
class
though.
before that.
That's great. I appreciate you sharing my information with them. Can I follow up with you in a couple days and see how that conversation went?
Okay.
You're in charge of follow-up, always.
Yeah.
Just know that in your business, you are 100% in charge of follow-up. You never leave follow-up in somebody else's hand, because guess what? Not their business. This is your business,
Yeah.
right? Would it be okay if I called you on, let's say it's
Yeah.
today's Friday. Hey, great, would it be okay if I called you next Monday and followed up and see how that conversation went? And ask them if it's okay if you share their information with me, right?
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Good? Okay. Moving on. I have a wealth of interesting and timely information about the real estate market in your area, and I'd love to send it to you. Let me make sure I have your current email and address. I want to point out one thing. I don't care how you script, I just never want you to ask permission to get someone's email or phone number. Do not say, may I have your number? Say, I'd like to add your number to my database. What's your number? Does it make sense? You never say, can I have it? Because that's a yes or no question. We want to say, what's your number? These are people you know anyway, right? Or what's your email? All right. And do me a favor, please. If you do hear of someone with a real estate need, will you keep me in mind? Great. And after you download the app and try it out, send me a text and let me know how you like it. Thank you for your time and help, and please let me know if there is anything I can ever do for you. What do you think? I know you said you didn't love it, and that's okay. It does work. Whoa. Walking into things. It does work. All right. I have done this script before, and it's actually gone really well. Read through it a couple times on your own, just getting comfortable with it, and we are going to make phone calls. Because if you guys don't make phone calls, then I don't get my calls in. I need to get my calls in. Anybody have any questions about that before we get started? All right, so we're gonna begin by saying an affirming message out loud. We're back to page 8.
In 5,
Say that again.
page 8 in 5, in mission 5.
Yeah, we're back to our mission. We're back to our mission. Okay. Page 8, we there? Now you got a book, Micah. That's what I have for you.
Thank you.
Get to play along. So we're on the your turn lead generate for business. Yeah, I can't believe how small your printouts are.
Yeah.
That's
And we're on
interesting.
page what?
8. Your turn lead generate for business. All right, so what does the top line say? Micah, you found it. Read it out loud for me.
Lead generate for business.
Yes, and then what does the next line say?
Begin by saying an affirming message out loud. I
What?
can easily find motivated buyers.
Yeah,
Am I
mine
on the
says
right
I love the results.
Page.
From-
Page, session 5. Are you in session 5?
He's there. It's just
Oh,
says
he has a
something
different affirmation. Okay. Oh,
Easily
you're
find-
special. Well, mine says I love the results I get from daily lead generation.
Yeah, so does mine. What does yours say?
I can easily find motivated buyers.
I like
That's
that one.
better. Let's cut out the chase.
We're gonna go with that one. Yeah. You're leading us. Okay, so say it again, Micah, out loud so we can get it.
I can easily find motivated buyers.
I can easily find motivated buyers. All right, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. I can
I can
easily
easily
find
find
motivated
motivated
buyers. I'm so not convinced. Again. I can easily find motivated buyers. Again. I can easily find motivated buyers. Convince me. I can easily find motivated buyers. One more time. I can easily find motivated buyers. Yes, you can. Nice. All right. So we're gonna use that script, the one we just went through. Like I said, you can alter it slightly, but don't be too concerned about that part. And what's very interesting is if you're concerned about that, grab someone in class, read through it with them while their eyes are shut and they're just listening. It doesn't sound like a script. You just think it's a script. Trust me, I've done it a bunch of times. Goal number 2, we're gonna call for, or number 1, we're gonna call for 20 minutes and make contacts with as many people as possible. By the way, whoever calls the most people, we got a little contest going, so you guys let me know, there's 4 of you, so. Goal number 2, ask for business, that is an appointment, if it's a strong lead. Goal number 3, ask for referrals from each contact. And goal number 4, offer your KW mobile search app to each contact. All right, you guys ready? Are you excited? Come on, this is the best part, I love this part. All right, it's 9:55, we're going for 20 minutes, so you guys are gonna be back. 10:15, you're gonna report your results. And like I said, the person who contacts the most people wins the prize. And by the way, I'm calling too, and I am in on the contest. And if I win, it's gonna be a way bigger prize. I'm just kidding. All right, you guys. We're doing it.